What's up? Oh my God. Apparently, this is pretty potent. How's everybody doing? I seriously can't hear you. That's awesome. Everyone ready to laugh? Have some drinks? Have a good time? Heck yeah. My name's Steve. I'm going to be your host and comic tonight. I've been in a relationship with my girlfriend for about 7 years now, which is pretty awesome because 7 years, it's like a degree at Hogwarts, you know? The Harry Potter. Holy shit. The vagina. Okay, so I've been with her about 7 years, and it's kind of cool being with a chick for 7 years because she likes to point out all my flaws, especially to her friends, you know? She'll be like, before I came along, is her big trademark with me, you know? She'll be like, before I came along, oh, he was a mess. You know, and I'm like, before you came along, I was 30 pounds lighter with a smile on my face and no alcohol dependency. Like, that's what it was. 30 pounds in 7 years, man. And everyone's like, oh, you know, you're going to gain weight, you're going to get comfortable, and your metabolism's going to go up, or metabolism's going to go down, and, you know, that's what happens. And I'm like, no, 30 pounds? Like, maybe there's a lot of calories in a vagina. And they were like, no, I don't think that's it. And it was cool. You were laughing for all the wrong reasons. I remember our first date. Our first date, she lied to me on our first date. Not with her mouth. She wore a push-up bra, you know, which is like deception right from the start. Like, what if I would have showed up to the date with like a grand cinnamon roll tube duct taped to my thigh? Halfway through, she's like, oh my gosh, your junk smells like cinnamon. I'm like, I know, you should try the icing. Like, push-up bra. I mean, she might as well have strapped a bag of potato chips to her chest, you know? Because guys are going to open up boats super excited, only to realize there's about 10% product in there. The push-up bra. Either way, you know, push-up bra or bag of potato chips, there's going to be crumbs at the bottom, so pretty happy about that. Wow. The push-up bra. I could never take it off either. Like, it was the hardest thing to do. I just wasn't one of those guys that could pinch it off, you know? It was like harder than a water level on Mario. You're just like freaking out trying to do it. And it was pretty cool. Yeah, it's a guy thing. And then she wore heels too. I remember like these sexy heels on the date. And the heels were awesome because they spoke for her, you know? She didn't have to say anything. Those were the fuck me heels, you know? Like, you're gonna get laid heels. 7 years later, she's like coming out of the bathroom wearing the brown Crocs, and all those says, hey, shitter's full. So that kind of was, 7 years will change a person. Like, even if you're a celebrity, 7 years will change you, you know? Like, look at Nicki Minaj. Remember 7 years ago, we liked her a lot better when she was Dennis Rodman? Somebody said no. I always hate the time of the month, you know, when that comes along, because it's like 4 or 5 days without sex. And it kind of sucks because, like, my buddy, I was telling him about it. I'm like, bitch, and I'm like, I can't do anything right now. And he's like, dude, I just do it anyways. And I'm like, really? That's your thing? Like, pardon me if I don't get turned on looking at something that seems like it's losing the 8th round of a boxing match. Like, sorry, I'm just staring at it. I'm like, oh my God, do I want to do something with it? Or, you know, is that going to be a hell of a shiner in the morning? And so then he's like, well, if you don't want to go down on her or do anything, you know, while she's in her monthly cycle, you can always do an entrance an inch away. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, dude, but I'm a simple guy when it comes to sex. I like my sex like my run-on sentences. No periods and no colons. Let's leave it at that. I wonder what a shotgun tastes like. So then, she was like, hey, let's go take a shower together. And I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome, because a shower always sounds great, because you know she's guaranteed to be naked in the shower. You're like super stoked. And we get in there, and she's like washing her hair and flipping it back and forth, and there's like suds going up and down her body, and it was so sexy. And all I could think was, damn, I am freezing. Can I please get under the nozzle? And then she was like, hey, let's have sex in the shower. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea too. What I didn't realize is that the shower is wet when you're trying to have sex. So like everything's slippery, you know, and you're trying to like hold your balance and everything, and you're slipping everywhere. And halfway through, I'm thinking, man, I really need one of those rubber mats that my grandma uses so that she doesn't slip. Then I was like, wait a minute, why does my grandma use one of those rubber mats? Freaked out. And I'm looking at like all the soap suds all over her body. And I was like, oh, this is so sexy. Let's just go for it. What I didn't realize is the soap that she uses is that exfoliating soap with like the little bits of pumice in it. Nothing worse than feeling like you're knee deep in a kitty litter box. So. What about your first comic? Let's hear from him. Hell yeah! That's the biggest applause I got all night. All right, we're going to bring Adam Stone up for you. Please give him a warm round of applause.
And that round of indifference. Hi, guys. Hey, you guys need to really settle down if you can hear me. Just settle down, everyone. Yeah. So, I drove through Fernley to get here. Heard of that place? Don't be jealous. I travel as part of my job. I had to get some gas. Got out to pump the gas. The attendant sees me and he asks me, "Where you from?" I said, "I'm from Hawaii." He goes, "How do you like being in the United States?" I said, "I love it. It's as if I've been in the United States my entire life." He goes, "Your English is good." I said, "Thanks. Yours is not so much." My dad is funny, dude. When I was growing up, I grew up in Hawaii. I am from Hawaii. My dad's remedy for everything was go to the beach. You know, we'd scrape our leg. You know how they say the salt water, like here, you probably put it in Epsom salt. There, freaking, we got Epsom salt everywhere. You know, it's called the Pacific Ocean. But they're like, "Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach." Dad, let's buy some Epsom salt. "No, let's go to the beach. Go to the beach." For everything, it would get ridiculous. At one point, I tested him. I said, Dad. I was studying and I realized that I might be allergic to sand. "Oh, let's go to the beach. That'll take care of it." I might be allergic to water. "Oh, let's go to the beach." "Hey, Dad, this joke might be sucking. Ah, let's go to the beach." Okay. Continuing on. My dad's big advice when I was a young man, because I'm not so much. You know who you are. When I was looking for a job, he'd go, "Hey, if you're going to go look for a job, son, my advice is take your lunch." He'd be like, "Take your lunch." I go, "Why, Dad?" He goes, "So when they ask you, when can you start? You say, right now." "Why?" "Because I got my lunch." I go, "Don't I need skills for a job, Dad?" He goes, No. You take your lunch. You beat everybody out because you can eat right now and continue working." I don't know why I needed the part, but I'll just continue working. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming. So I just got a tattoo, a neck tattoo. It's on my left leg. Really? Really? I got a leg tattoo. It's right back here. That's a work in progress. So I used to work out at the 24-hour fitness, but then I thought, fuck, that's way too long. Maybe an hour max. Okay, I got like 7 more minutes. What else can I do here? Because I'm tired of my stuff too, you know what I mean? I totally understand. I feel all of you. Oh, and yet I haven't written anything. Fantastic. So guys, if you know anything about Hawaii, we've got these weird names, and I have one of those weird names. It's Mahealani. It's a girl's name. It's a girl's name, Mahealani. It means full moon. I asked my mom, I go, "Mom, why? Why? Full moon, seriously." She goes, "Oh, because when you're a little baby, you have this like pie face. Like just round, jolly, like a moon. My younger brother, his name is Nali'i. Ali'i in Hawaii means royalty. Nali'i means the royal one. So he's the royal one, and I'm basically Moonface. You know what I mean? But I like my name, because my name sounds like a private eye, doesn't it? Adam Stone. Ding, 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 ding. Private eye. Oh, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. This summer, Daniel Craig and Adam Stone. Private eyes in Skyfall over the face of the moon. Ding, 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 ding. That name, it's a very, very Anglo name, Adam Stone. That name and this voice would get me job interviews over the phone all the time. But then I would show up, they'd see me, and they would go, it's filled. We don't need you. So I'd like to mess with them, you know, on that job application, on the race. Right at the very bottom, I'll just pencil in all of the above. Now let's talk about Al-Qaeda. I think enough time has passed. Let's talk about this for a second. Everybody's down and out on what they do. You know, of course, it's very bad what they're doing, like from a practical standpoint, but from a religious standpoint, they're going to be rewarded. Why? Because they're doing something to please their God. What do they get? Virgins for killing people. But we're a Christian society. We don't believe in that. We believe in just the opposite. Help people, right? Help people. But I tell you what, I think I might switch to whatever their religion is. Like Muslim, I think. Yeah? You know why? Because I think their God is grading on a huge curve. You guys remember when the killer whale like ate the trainer? Like, remember that? And everybody's like, fuck, dude, that's bad. That's terrible. I say no. I say we should congratulate that killer whale. Why? Because he lived up to his namesake. It's our fault. We named him. If we had named him Huggy Whale, this wouldn't have happened. Be like, women would still be working today, collecting retirement and everything. This is going very badly. But I'm going to continue. Thanks, table and chairs, for coming out. Appreciate it. Thanks for sitting in the front row, too. Appreciate it. You have great networking skills, I tell you. What else can I do? I'm not doing all that other bullshit I would normally do. I love living in Nevada. I wasn't looking at my notes. I was looking at porn. I love living in Nevada because of the entertainment value. Besides tonight. Like at the whorehouses. I love it. Guys, I'm proud to stand here tonight and tell you that I'll spend a lot of money to live out my fantasies, to have a girl do things to me and say things to me that my girl won't. Like, for example, I made you dinner. I did your laundry. Your friends are nice. I love all your jokes. See, these are fantasies of mine. You guys understanding my train of thought of it? Like, quirky. Carson City. First time I ever went down to Carson City, drove through it. I didn't do the lake thing, but I drove through it, right? And I noticed they set up that town because they're indifferent about visitors. At least that was my interpretation. And here's why. Because on the approach into Carson City, you'll come to a casino, then a courthouse, then a whorehouse, all in a row. So you got to know whatever building you end up in, you're fucked. Men love it though. Men are like, honey, let's go. I'll drop you off at the first place. I'll go to the last place. We'll settle up in the middle. What? Okay, what else? What's my time now? Yes. Winding down. It's winding down. No, I haven't worked that one out yet. Fuck, what do I do? You want me to hula dance? Did you just say that? You come up here and do it with me. Is this a luau or not? I am Hawaiian. Really? Oh, the hula dance is it? I can't bring out my birth certificate? Motherfucker, they didn't tell the president that. It's like, sir, I'm sorry, you're saying you don't have a birth certificate? Well, could you hula dance? If you hula dance, that would prove that you're Hawaiian. And then he brought out the fire. He's like, I'm sorry, that's Samoan. I realize it's from the same region, but it's Samoan with the, you know. And then he brought out the poi balls, and he was like, no, I'm sorry, that's from New Zealand. Really, you're really blowing it, sir. You're going to have to produce the birth certificate. So you didn't even know all this shit, right? So don't tell me to, okay, look, I could do this and tell you this is hula. This is my dialect of hula, right? Okay. This is Dieter. This is Dieter from SNL doing hula. Do you want to pet my monkey? As much hula you getting? Is it time? Is it time yet? Okay, 2 Jews walk into a bar. One's doing hula, one isn't. All right, I got 15 seconds. All right. You guys want to hear a joke? Or do you want more hula? You want to hear a spam joke? I have spam jokes. Okay. Hi, folks. It's good to be here. Being from Hawaii, you eat a lot of spam. We grew up eating spam. And I hate that crap. Hate it. I have to eat it a lot, though. You have no choice when you're a child. You eat whatever the hell they feed you. But then I thought, as an adult, fuck that. I'm not eating any spam. I don't like it. It's too salty. I'm going to purchase my own food, different food. But I confess to you today, folks, today, this very night, a night just like this, where I'm doing Dieter hula, sans monkey. I still purchase spam, and you know why? So I can accumulate the spam points for the awesome spam merchandise. What? Yes. I almost have enough for the spam boxer shorts. Almost, dude. I figure they're awesome. I'm very excited. You know why? You want to ask me why? Okay, thank you. This is why. Because spam shorts have to be awesome because they're made by the same company, wait for it, that's famous for packaging strange and unwanted meat. The only problem is you got to take it off like this. That is my time. Thank you. I did 11 minutes and 33 seconds. You owe me overtime.
What's up? Give it up for Adam Stone, everybody. Woo! All right, I'm about to bring your next comic up to the stage. I hope you guys are ready. He is internationally acclaimed and super awesome. His name is Adam Holwerda. Yes! Adam Holwerda. Woo! Oh man, that was mine.
Give it up for Steve, the best host I've ever hired for a show. Oh, exactly. How's everyone doing tonight? You guys glad to be here? Like me? I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad. I'll give you a little introduction about me. I think I'm about 5% gay, or whatever percentage of my body my right hand takes up. It's kind of a weird introduction, because usually introductions are followed by handshakes. I don't get a lot of jobs. It's kind of weird. So anyway, I just want to say, like, I'm sort of in a bad place in my life right now. Carson City? Anyone been there? Not that I think like Carson City. The thing that I like about it now is that it's only 15 minutes to Reno instead of 20 because of that new bridge. They built a new bridge. Anyone use that new bridge? It's awesome, right? I just think it's really cool that we're finally adopting like things from San Francisco that are neat, like a great place to kill yourself. It's just awesome. So that's good. I'm growing a beard for Halloween. Is what I tell people. Thank you. Thank you. You're also growing a beard, but Halloween was last year for you. But I'm growing a beard for Halloween is what I tell people, so I don't have to admit that I no longer have the will to live. And shaved today, shaved for the show. It's a great show. It's a good show. Glad everyone's here for the show. Glad all the furniture's here for the show. It's not all roses, but can't all be roses. I gotta tell a joke at some point. Here's a joke. Shit, what's a joke? I went to a sushi bar, and there was an Italian sushi chef there, and he gave me this sushi thing that I'd never had before, and I was like, what is this? And he was like, that's amore, io. It's not a joke, it's a sadness. That's what I wake up in the middle of the night inventing, and then I have to write it down, and then I have to tell it to people who hate me, and then I go home after that. All right, I'm gonna take out a napkin from my pocket to feel more comfortable. Where's the napkin? Napkin. There we go. See, on this napkin is my entire life. It's a map of my life. I'm being really weird right now, I know, it's weird. So you guys ever see that show, John and Kate Plus 8? All right, I've been watching that show. I watched it recently, and it's just got me really worried about the future and relationships, and because I'm thinking like whatever number my future wife's name rhymes with is however many kids I'm gonna have to have. So I decided to break it off with J11. Couldn't have that many running around. Yeah, that's good, that's good. I think we have a homeless problem in Reno. That's pretty apparent. But I think part of the problem is like the way we refer to it. It's a homeless problem, and the word homeless is pretty sad. I wish there was a more optimistic and accurate way to describe that, like outdoors more people. Like they're not homeless, they're just outdoors more. Like I'm homeless, I'm barely there. All right. That's a ridiculous joke. Next joke. You guys like Adam Stone? He was pretty good. Whenever I perform with Adam, I always think, you know what? I'm going to round up a bunch of atoms, and I'm going to make a band, and we're going to play music, and we're going to call ourselves Molecule. And we'll play electronica. It's a chemistry joke. It's also my voice cracking in the microphone. Do you like that? It's voice cracking. I get carded a lot because I look like I'm 15. And I was in a Walmart recently and grabbed a 6-pack of beer, went up to the counter and gave her my ID. And she looked at my ID and then looked at me and then said, I'm going to have to call a manager because you look older in the picture than you do now. And I said, okay. Well, I'll tell you what your manager should tell you, which is like, my wallet is not a fucking time machine. Like that would be an awesome wallet, though, if I could just like go forward in time. Anyway, you have to just have watched Lost to understand the wallet time machine. It's like having Doctor Who in your pocket. Is that Doctor Who in your pocket? Or are you just happy to, yeah. Just come up here and tell my jokes for me, please. Please. This is torture. My nipples are hard. All right. I don't know. That has nothing to do with anything. It's just true. I was at a strip club recently. I live in Carson City, so like there's strip clubs and stuff. So I went there, and after a while, like you sit there and you pay money for girls to strip, or you put dollars down, and then you sit at the bar, and they come over and talk to you because they want you to pay more money, so they'll put their butt on your chest. And which I've never understood the appeal of that, but gotta have somewhere to sit, kind of. So she came over and talked to me, and she was really nice. And after a while, I was like, what's your? Her stage name was Diamond. I was like, what's your real name? She's like, I normally don't tell people this, but Amber. I was like, Amber. It's not really a stretch, is it? Sort of sort of maybe knew this was going to happen. But that's weird to me. Like a stripper, your name is already yellow precious stone. Like, why make your stripper name a clear precious stone? That's like being Adam Stone and being like, hey, my stage name is Chris Rock. Even though everyone knows who Chris Rock is. It's kind of weird. Then I invited her to a comedy show that I was in, and she was like, you can't invite me to your comedy show. That's solicitation of prostitution. And I was like, shit, I owe a lot of women a lot of money. And none of them are here right now, except for my girlfriend. But, yeah. Pretty good. So I just want to give a shout out to a couple people from work. Hello, middle table, shout out for finally coming out. You know how like it is to be a comedian and invite people to come watch you do comedy? It's like, you know, the first 2 times they're like, hey, I have something that night, but I'll go sometime. The third, fourth, every time after that, they're like, you know what? Do I invite you out to watch me fail at my hobby? That's what this is like. Well, that's pretty interesting. I'm not failing at it. Aw, that's good. So I'm originally from Michigan, but I moved to Reno about 4 years ago, and the thing that I've noticed about Reno is it's just a very strange place in America, and you can tell by reading the news. Like I was reading the Reno news, and there was an article that said, man walks away from Reno prison, which is a weird headline. And I read the article, and that's exactly what it was. Like the guy didn't escape, didn't break out, he just left. It's like, what's the point of a prison? Like, that's not a prison, that's a fight with my ex-girlfriend. And if you're like, I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to walk out of a prison, but I know there's a guy up in a tower somewhere with a gun being like, I know what to do if he's running, but I wasn't trained for this situation. I'm not saying shoot him, just call down to the gate guy and make sure the prison gate isn't open. And you know, like obvious things. And Reno police take it personally when you compare them to the TV show. But that's like an obvious example. I'm not saying those guys were police, but still. And if you were like me, if you were wondering about it after the fact, because I'm like, there's an escaped convict who's walking very slowly. And you look it up. Like I found out this guy was convicted 3 separate times for driving under the influence. And I just couldn't sleep at night knowing that out there somewhere was an unluckier version of me. Drunk driving joke. All right, well, you guys have been so much fun. I'm going to leave it up to the next Steve Ryan. Steve Ryan, come out here, please, and save me. Oh, yes. Oh, God, yes. Oh, I'm growing... What? How do I shave? I don't know. I don't have a joke for that. I should totally come up with one. How do I shave, Steve? Okay. All right. Ta-da! It's not that type of show. It's a family show somehow. All right, well, my name's Adam Holwerda. You guys have been great somehow. And I'll see you guys after the show. All right, here's this guy.
What'd you do to the mic stand? Cool, so we have another comic coming up for you. He is absolutely hysterical. One of the funniest comics in Reno, performed at Catch a Rising Star. His name is Dave Mencarelli. Give him a warm welcome. Warmer. That wasn't very fucking warm.
I know. You guys have sat through a lot of shit so far already. I know, right? No, not like it's bad shit, just a lot of stuff. And you guys, I just want to say, you guys are here, and that's why we had to do the show, so fuck you. Thanks for coming out. Adam did 11 minutes and 32 seconds, is that right? So I only got to do 8 minutes, 28 seconds, correct? Thank you, Adam. We'll take that right off mine. And I'm going to go from my phone, too, if you don't mind. Is that all right? 1 no and 1 woo and 8 indifferences. All right. Okay. Whenever anything was wrong with me, my dad used to say, like, you just go to the beach. Oh, fuck, this is Adam's phone. No, it's not Adam's phone. That's a joke I wrote just a few seconds ago. So you don't have to suffer through my shitty material. Pretty good, huh? Thanks for coming out, you guys. How many people are like, you guys, like, work here or just hanging out, or? No? I saw you, like, back there, and I'm glad you're out here now, so good. How many people are, like, paid attendance and came to see the comedy show? All right. Not bad. Well, seriously, no fucking around. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Everybody from Reno? Yeah? Gamblers? You guys gambling later? Yeah? What do you play? What's your game, bro? Nice. Craps and blackjack. You guys are, like, fucking hardcore. I'm like penny slots, like Mystical Mermaid and shit, so. And I lose all the time. You guys ever win? Win. And it's gone? Good for you, dude. Fucking right on. I was gone the next day, dude. I had a good time, though. Had a nice room at the Alta. Good for you, dude. I never win, dude. I fucking lose religiously. And I'm always praying to get even. I just want to get even. Like, I get out there, right, and I lose 20 bucks on the penny slots, and fuck, I just want to get even. I got to go home and report to my wife, you know? And I just want to get even. So I'm literally out there just praying to get even. I'm out in the casino, and I'm praying. And there's a big difference between praying in the casino and, like, when you pray in church, right? In a casino, you fucking mean it. Church is bullshit, right? I don't really give a fuck if my grandmother gets well, but I need my $20 back. I got to have that. So it's tough. I like gambling. I'm going to do a little bit of my regular stuff, and then I'm going to go to my phone for a new joke. Is that all right? And then you guys will decide if I keep the fucking new joke or not. How about that? Okay. You know the best way to make sure you screw a girl on the first date? Go to a really expensive dinner and forget your wallet. Cross that one off, huh? Did you guys see a story? There was a lady in Vegas a couple of months ago that got arrested for having sex with her dog in her front yard. You see that? Right? That's true. I can't make that shit up, right? So they asked her, they go, why were you having sex with your dog in the yard? And she was like, well, he's not allowed in the house. That's a little better than the last one, huh? Ladies, what are you guys doing tonight? Just came to see the comedy show? A couple of young, attractive girls. Are you guys old enough to be in here? Yeah? You're not drinking or anything? No? You're just hoping for some laughs. Sorely disappointed. If you're drinking, you might get more. What are you guys doing later? What's going on in Reno tonight? You don't know? Are you guys from here? The Wet Lounge? That sounds good. Yeah, these guys are like, what the fuck, dude? I used to have $18,000. Look good to you. That's good, dude. You're better than me. I didn't ever even used to have $18,000 ever in my fucking life. So that's good. You're better off than me, man. Well, I thank you guys for coming out, man. Or do you have a girlfriend, dude, or a wife? What's your name, man? Devin, nice to meet you. I'm Dave. Do you have a wife or a girlfriend, or after the 18 was gone? Were you married when you won the 18 grand? No, fuck, lucky. Lucky, yeah, you got to split. Never been married? Smart. How about you, brother? What's your name? David, are you married? No? Good man. Anybody married back here? Or is this boys and girls at that table? I'm sorry. Is that which one's your wife, or both, or Mormon visiting from Utah? What's your name, brother? Shane, and your wife's, I guess I can ask her. This is 2013. She can speak. What's your name, dear? Shane and Stefan. Where are you guys from originally? Oh, Shane doesn't want to fucking tell me the truth. Okay. It can't be worse than Madison, Wisconsin, Shane. I'm just kidding. Wisconsin's nice. I like it. People are nice from Wisconsin. Thank you guys for... How long you guys been married? No shit. Congratulations. Yeah, applaud for that, folks. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. When you fuckers get married, you know how hard that is. That's hard, right? First marriage for both of you? His second? Second one's better, huh? You don't want her to know that, though, because she's on her first. No, for you, I know what you're saying. No, you're probably good because he's going to be good because he's been through one. He's learned his lesson. He knows how to fucking be married now, right, Shane? That's how it works. Yeah, I'm on my second marriage. It's much better than my first one. Way better. I feel like my third marriage is going to be fucking perfect. So I think we'll get there. It's hard being married, man. You look back, Shane, on your first marriage and you see some red flags now that you should have known it wasn't going well, that you didn't notice at the time. Yeah, I do too, man. I fucking. Do you have kids from the first marriage? That's better. Here's what was the first red flag for me. I have 2 kids, and you want to have your kids close together, by the way. Do you have kids, Stefan, from you guys together? How old are your kids? Good spacing, 11 and 13, 2 years apart. Get it over with. I fucked up. I have 2 kids, both from my first marriage. They're 25 and 11. I'm not kidding, man. People ask me all the time, Jesus Christ, Dave, 25 and 11, was the little one a mistake? And you know, it's too early to tell. I don't fucking know. She's 11. I don't know. The 25-year-old was a huge fuck up. 11-year-old, I don't know yet. But did you videotape either of those kids being born? Do the video thing? No, good. This is a good man, Stefan. You got a good one there. Shane, I like you. We're simpatico, my man. Yeah, she wanted to do that. I didn't want to do it, but you know, she's the one struggling. Fine, we'll videotape it. And I should have known right there we were going different ways, you know. And she doesn't give a shit who sees the videotape, right? It's an intimate tape, obviously, and I don't know who's supposed to see it. I might show it to my daughter when she gets a little older, like if she's doing bad in school. I might be like, hey, your fucking mother didn't go through this so you could get a D in Spanish, goddammit. You know. But I don't know who's supposed to see it. My ex-wife will show it to anybody, man. The neighbors all saw it. The family all saw it. She used to make my friends watch it on Monday after the football game. She doesn't give a shit who sees the tape of the baby being born. But to this very day, she still gets mad when I show the tape of the baby being made. Shane, it's a 25-second tape, bro. It's fucking not a big deal. She got another red flag, the big red flag, about 6 or 7 months before she left. She got breast enlargement surgery, got her tits made bigger. And if she's upgrading her tits, fellas, she's about to upgrade her spouse. Keep that one in mind. She's going soon. And you paid for them, and some guy's using them. It's like I bought Shane a set of golf clubs, and he's fucking teeing off. And I'm like, it's my 3-wood, motherfucker. But just like the videotape, and ladies, I like to ask you, ladies, when I get to this point, is it weird? Because she would show those to people too, right? When she got them. Girls, do you have friends that, like, when they get the fake boobs, they're like, hey, look at these, Becky, look. Did somebody say yeah? Yeah? Is that normal for women? Man, women are just more, you're just more evolved. How about the touching part where she goes, Becky, feel them. They feel real. Normal? Yeah? In a dental office? I need to get your dentist name after the show. Guys are just not that evolved. Women, you're just better than us, man. You're just more comfortable with each other and more emotionally evolved. Guys would never fucking do that, man. There's no way I would get, like, penis enlargement and be like, hey, Devin, check it out, bro. Yeah, see, because that might happen. That's always a possibility. And if he comes over here and checks it out and, like, I go touch it and he touches it, lifestyle change. Not only is it fucking weird, me and Devin are going to the midnight showing of Breaking Dawn Part 2. Woo, Devin! If you still had that 18, dude, we could talk. But but it's tough, man. It's tough being married. Dating is hard, too, man. You know, you guys date, young, good-looking guys. Yeah, dating fucking sucks, too, huh? Right? Yeah, it's hard. First girl I dated when I got divorced was 21. Yeah, fucking mistake. Yeah, you laugh because look at me, right? But I was 36 and she was 21. Fucking ridiculous. Nothing in common. And she was crazy jealous. Crazy jealous. And when I say crazy jealous, I mean, if you're jealous over this, that's fucking crazy. But anything could be a fight, right? 21-year-old girl, she's really jealous. Like, we go to a restaurant, we'd sit down, the waitress come over and set the drinks down. I'd be like, oh, thank you, sweetheart. And she'd be like, did you just call her sweetheart? Oh my God, I'm sitting right here. Do you want to fuck her? And I'd be like, yeah, but how could you tell from that? Hey, you guys are great. That's my time. Thank you so much for coming out and being a good audience. Thank you.
Give it up for Dave Mencarelli once again. Very nice. The last comic of the night is going to be coming out. I want you guys to give him a huge round of applause. He's coming all the way from San Francisco just to join us tonight. Please welcome Christian Reyes.
Thanks, buddy. Keep it going, everybody, for your host here. Doing a great job. All the comics you saw. This is great. Huh? Freak show's over. The last comic of the night, that's me. Happy to be here. Yeah, this is good. I miss Reno, you guys. This is I used to live here. I used to live in a trailer right here, like Eminem. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that guy. Yeah, it's fucking real, you guys. I lived like somewhere by Grove Street. You know where all the Mexicans live, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? This guy knows what I'm talking about. Are you a cop or something? He's like, oh man, I remember this. It's I live in San Francisco now, and I don't want to brag, but I live next to a methadone clinic, and that's why my rent is so great. You know, $900 for a studio, fucking what a deal, right? The weird thing is, you know, sometimes when I go to work, you know, I see like guys doing heroin at 9 in the morning, sir, right? I'm worried about my coffee. One day I make eye contact with this guy. He's doing heroin, and he wants me to watch him do heroin. And I'm like, fuck it, right? I'm already late. So I watch this guy, he starts doing heroin, and then he says this to me. He's like, enjoy your job, right? The whole time I'm thinking, man, this guy has the day off. Lucky. What does he do? Probably works at a startup or something. You guys ever heard of... You can clock in whenever you want, buddy. This is good. Oh, man. Yeah, I live in San Francisco now. San Francisco's great because I'm a fucking pothead. I don't know if you guys... Yeah, because you're like, you know, it's Monday. You're like, I'm going to get high and go to the farmer's market, right? Yeah. And then it's Tuesday, and you're like looking at your fridge, like, why did I buy 10 pounds of salmon? Fuck. I don't even know how to cook this shit. It's pothead. Any potheads in here tonight? Yeah, there you go. Right up front. I like it. It's good. Sir, you're a pothead? No? No. Before I did the show, I talked to ARTOWN, and I said, look, I need a crowd of like 8, okay? I'm not gonna do the fucking show unless there's like a crowd of 8. And I want some like weird art where it looks like a transformer jizzed all over it. Okay? That's what I want. If you don't have that shit ready for me this Friday, I'm not doing a show. I need a guy with a crazy mustache. Can you fucking make that happen for me? But here's the thing, you guys. Don't feel bad because I also paid for the cover. So it's all going to a nonprofit. I don't know. Summertime, huh? You guys enjoying summertime? Here's the thing about summertime. Summertime's weird because, like, this is when everyone's breaking up, right? Right? You see all the couples, right? You see all the couples are thinking the same thing. Like, I could do better, right? Because everyone's half naked. Going through a breakup, and it sucks because your friends feel sorry for you all the time. Had one guy, he was like, man, I remember my first breakup. She got pregnant, and then I left her and did coke for 4 years. And I was like, Dad, you're not being very helpful right now. Fucking relax. There you go, huh? Some pepper jokes in there. You guys like that shit? I don't know. I used to live in Inglewood, California. You guys ever heard of that? Yeah, what a fucking tour of sadness, you guys. Inglewood, California, Reno, Nevada, and then San Francisco in the TL. And when I lived in Inglewood, I went to high school there. And I used to wear my mom's maternity clothes because nobody will jump you if you're pregnant, but they will fuck up a Mexican kid wearing maternity clothes. You live and you learn. People usually laugh, but you guys are like, fuck, that was sad. I used to get jumped. This is good. I don't know. Happy to be here. Keep it going for all the comics you saw tonight, right? That was good. Adam. There's 2 Adams. So I only have to say that once. And then everyone else. But this is good, you guys. I recently, I don't know, summertime. Living here reminds me of my first job ever. You guys remember your first job? I worked at Wiener Schnitzel. You guys remember the fucking Wiener? It's closed now. But I used to work in the Wiener Schnitzel on Vassar or whatever. You guys ever been to that one? Yeah, right? I used to wear the fucking Wiener costume with the chili in the middle. It didn't even look like chili. It looked like chunks of shit. It's like, yeah, who wants a hot dog for $1.99? This is going to be awesome. I used to get like drinks thrown at me, you know? I didn't care. It was fucking hot in there. It kept me cool, you know? That's the thing about your first job. Like, you're like 16 and you're like, oh, I get it, you know? I get why people drink, you know? And do drugs, you know? I didn't mean to point at you, sir. It's not because I sold you an 8-ball in the bathroom. But I worked in fast food. Any of you guys ever worked in fast food before? Yes? Where'd you work, buddy? Oh, shit, that's horrible. That's awesome. You're a sandwich artist, right? Yeah? You know people go crazy on you for no reason? I had this lady, she went crazy on me, you know, because I messed up her order, right? Big deal, I'm fucking high. Yeah? And she says this to me, she goes, hey boy, I'd yell at you, but I'm Christian. What do you say to that? I'm stoned, sir. I'm like, well, ma'am, I piss in your face, but I'm not R. Kelly. And then I got fired. Yeah, you got that reference, 2004? Remember that shit? That's the thing about growing up, man. It's fucking depressing, you know? Like, I miss being a kid. Like, when you're a kid, you want to grow up immediately. Like, you want a car. Then you got to pay insurance, right? Then you want your own place. Then you got to pay rent. Then you want a girlfriend. Then you got child support, right? Then you want a face tattoo. Then you got to fucking kill somebody. This never ends. That's the thing. You lose your innocence, you know? Like, when I was a kid, I used to get excited about the Cracker Jack box, you know? Shitty candy. Open it up. Be like, oh, awesome, like army men or tattoos, you know? But I can't get excited about that anymore. I'm 26, right? They need to put things in there we could get excited about, young adults like ourselves, you know? We open it up and be like, oh, awesome, morning after pill. I could totally use this. Or I don't know, that's a little dark, right, sir? Or maybe like, oh, TurboTax is free this year. I don't know. I did better. There you go, right? Morning after pill too real. You guys hear about this? The economy's bad. It's fucking. You hear about this shit? You know the economy's bad when you go through a drive-thru and you hear English. And you're like, holy shit, they got my order right. Like, what the fuck? Right? You walk over, it's like this white kid. He's like, I'm a bachelor's in English. It's like, oh, Jesus, dude, that sucks. You know? When the economy was good, I used to go through the drive-thru, say hi to my mom, and get some free shit. You know? It was good. I miss my mom. She's not dead, you guys. Relax. She's great. My mom's crazy. She's Mexican. I don't know if you guys noticed. My mom, she doesn't want me to date white girls. She says because they don't cook, they don't clean, and every time you beat them, they call the cops. That was a little too real. That guy's laughing though. Who gives a shit, right? One guy laughs. I don't give a fuck. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming out tonight, man. Fuck. I don't know how this would have been without you, buddy. It's a little... There's too many white girls for that joke not to... Maybe I'll do this. And I can't date Mexican girls because I'm bad with kids. So, is that... No? No? Just saying. This is awesome. I don't know, you guys. I'm getting old. This is fucking depressing. I gotta get my life together, you know? Should have gone to college or something. Or community college. What do you do, man? What do you do now? You're a manager at Quiznos now, or things are going well, or what? Oh, nice. Oh, cool, man. We should meet up. We'll work on some stuff. There's some, yeah, dude, like Jesus, right? Yeah. I don't know, you guys, I really love marijuana, but it makes you irresponsible. And they say, Christian, be careful. Marijuana is a gateway drug. But for me, it's just a gateway to me not doing my laundry, right? Nobody gets hurt. I just wear the same T-shirt for like a week, right? Everything's okay. Makes you irresponsible, though. That's a fact. The other day, I had to get picked up at the airport by my friend, right? He's a pothead. Surprise, he's late, right? I'm thinking the whole time, man, I should have called my buddy that does meth. Right? Because he would have been there on time. You know what I'm saying? There would have been a girl tied up in his backseat crying like, where am I going? But he would have been there on time. That's what matters, punctuality. My pothead buddy, he shows up, he's late, I'm pissed. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, right? You know what, sir? When he showed up, there were snacks. I was like, Cheetos and a Slurpee. Wow, awesome. Do you have any weed? Perfect. I guess we're our best friends. I don't know. The other day, my friend was like, hey, Christian, can you watch my kid? You know? And I'm like, yeah, why not? You know? This will be easy. He's like 3 years old. I got to feed him once. And then we're like going to watch SpongeBob or something, right? He's going to go to bed. I should probably get high. Right? Smoke this joint that I rolled up. Why not? Right? Start smoking it. And I start panicking. And I'm like, man, that was not a good decision. I was actually very irresponsible. Just thinking in my head, you know? You're very irresponsible. That was wrong. You should really prioritize what you want to do with your life. You know, just having a fucking panic attack, right? And the whole time I'm thinking, fuck, where's this kid at? And I find him, you know, he's crying. He's like, Uncle, I'm hungry. And I'm like, me too. That's crazy. We bonded. It's okay. No one got hurt, you guys. Afterwards, he's like, Uncle, who's your favorite dinosaur? I was like, my favorite dinosaur is Barney. Because all he wants to do on the outside is entertain children. But all he wants to do on the inside, a man lives inside of him that all he wants to do is fuck hookers and do blow. He's like, what does that mean? I don't know, but write it down. I got a show tonight. This is great. These are awesome. I fucking love this guy right here. You guys are, this is good, man. Things are going well. I don't know. How long you guys been together, sir? No, it's like, dude, I got here by myself. Leave me alone. All right, let's change the topic then. 24 minutes. Well, nice. Yeah, see, they want you to continue with your relationship. That's awesome. Things are going well. People are very supportive. That's good. You guys, you look like a voter, sir. How do you feel about marijuana, right? Should we legalize it? Yeah? He's like, no, fuck it. Let's legalize cocaine, and let's get rid of this deficit in a week. Who's with me? I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting old. Any Mexicans here tonight? No? Nice. Oh, Adam. This guy turned around. He's like, there's fucking Mexicans here? There's a cover, right? I'll tell you what it means to be Mexican. I'll tell you what it means. It means that every time you walk outside of a Home Depot, somebody offers you a job. I was walking outside of a Home Depot. People are coming up to me like, hey, man, do you want to mow my lawn? Do you want to tint my windows? One guy was like, hey, man, do you want to stab my wife? It's like, what are you, crazy, dude? I got morals, okay? Jesus. I'll teach you how. It's like this. We're in a recession. That joke was weird. Sorry, guys. You know, I wish I had jokes about my mortgage and my home equity loan, but I don't have any of that shit. It's kind of hard to relate sometimes. You guys like Pokemon cards? No, right? That's what I thought. You guys are awesome. I don't know. I'm just getting old, man. Getting old. Should I wrap it up or what? What time? What am I doing on time? All right. Relax, you guys. The drugs are kicking in. Who knows what's going to happen next? Oh, by the way, usually I sell T-shirts at my comedy show. And it's a little production company that I have in San Francisco with my friends. We have shows in SF. And I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's a Gerber baby inside of the rolling paper thing. I'm pretty sure this is like really illegal to do. But, you know, I don't give a fuck. I live outside the law. I don't know if you've noticed that by, like, listening to my set. But the shirts are $10. You guys don't look like my target demographic. Just to be honest. But if you guys want to stop by, just give me $10. Fuck it. I'll take it. I'm sure no one's going to say anything. Yeah, so, fuck. I know it's already 10:30, so I'll leave you guys with this. I met a girl, right? Things are going great. Then girls do that thing, you know, you guys always do, you know, where you ruin it. No? She says this to me. She goes, Christian, where do you see this going? Right? Like, what do you say to that? I'm fucking, like, you know, what do you say, sir? Right? You're a gentleman. I don't know, man, 26 minutes, right? It's like, there you go. That's a good attitude. We're going to make it until the end of this fucking show. Yeah. So she goes, where do you see this going, Christian? What do I say, right? We're fucking high watching Happy Feet 2. It's like, relax, you know? But I'm not going to say that. I'm a gentleman, right? I'm like, well, you know, Elizabeth, we're probably going to get married. Yeah. And then we're going to get divorced. You're going to find a man that makes you happy, right? You're going to have a child with that man. but you're gonna name them after me because you still love me. And then you're gonna go on vacation with your husband, right? He's gonna slip on his fucking Toms and die. Because you don't hike in Toms. And then we're gonna get back together. Where do you see this going? Did I ruin your hike? Because you fucking ruined mine. All right, thank you guys very much. That's my time. Keep it going for everybody you saw tonight. Keep it going here for host, MC. Yeah.
All right, give it up for all your comics. Thank you guys so much for coming out. You're an incredible audience. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting local comedy. It's absolutely incredible. So keep looking on Facebook for shows here. And support George. Go tip him, give him some money, buy some booze. And I'm gonna go. All right, that's it. Have a great night.